Kentuckiana, it is 6 o'clock here on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for sticking with us here on WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. I'm Jim Stratman. Grace has the day off, but meteorologist Matt Breland joining me at the desk here for a look back at some of the fun from yesterday.
Oh, yeah. It definitely was a great snow day yesterday, and that snow is still sticking around, too. You know, temperatures are only going to be a few degrees above freezing today, and there will be a brief period of some sunshine, too, but I still think we're going to have a lot of that snowfall lingering on. I mean, look at how pretty that is.
It is pretty. And so you think maybe some of those kids, when they get done with class today, they'll be able to grab the sleds and get back out there?
Yeah, it'll still be around. We're not going to see that much of a melting period today. I'm thinking that, like, you know, the trees may have, you know, some chance to have some of the snowfall melt, but as far as everything that's on the ground, the sidewalks, yeah, that's still going to be around for a while. But these are some great pictures that were sent to us for sure. And this is making me want to get out and take advantage of some of the snowfall too. I didn't really get the chance to explore it very much myself. See, around where I was at yesterday, I was where all of like the annoying snow was, where it's, you know, you're catching your step all day. That's whenever I was like, oh man, where's this going? Well, it's still going to be a lot of snow for a few of us to shovel around throughout the later hours of the day. Snowfall reports had Louisville at number 1, 4.8 inches recorded yesterday, and also Brandenburg, 4.3 inches, New Albany, 4 inches, Valley Station, 3 inches, Fern Creek, 3.3. Definitely a lot of snowfall for us. Now, some folks didn't see quite as much. Folks near Campbellsville, French Lick saw values at an inch or less. But as I mentioned, as we go throughout the rest of the day, we are going to see a brief period where we could have a bit of melting happening. So clouds are still sticking around for us this morning. Those are going to be breaking apart as we head later on into our afternoon time. Still waiting on sunrise this morning across Kentuckiana. And this view is brought to us by the Shriners Children's Hospital in Lexington and Bachman Auto Group. Temperatures staying chilly right now, though. Nothing melting at the moment. 24 in downtown, 24 near the airport, 23 Valley Station. Over in southern Indiana, 22 in Bedford, 23 Paoling, 23 in Scottsburg. Back in Kentucky, 27 Springfield, 24 for you folks near Hodgenville. Clouds still lingering around for the remainder of our morning, but as I mentioned, our afternoon brings in more sunshine with temperatures that will briefly be above freezing. As we head later on into the evening, though, past sunset, those temperatures quickly return back into the 20s. We'll stay in that chilly pattern through the overnight hours, including the chances for a few passing flurries, just as we head later on into our Thursday morning. So this is still going to be a chilly pattern for us as we go into the next upcoming days. Here's your bus stop forecast. Headed to off to school. If you do have school today, a cloudy start. And then we have temperatures in the mid-30s as we head into the later hours of the day. That's a look at your weather details for now. Here's an update on traffic this morning. As of right now, we do have one accident to report on that could cause a few slow spots for anybody trying to hop on I-65 soon. This is where one lane is blocked and the right-hand shoulder is blocked on I-65 southbound at exit 127. Keep that in mind if it's part of your commute. Jim?
Matt, thank you very much. Well, we want to talk about some districts who are still closed, some who are back open today to lead off our show here at 6 o'clock. JCPS, the big one that we're going to be discussing, they are back and in person today after a NTI day yesterday. Bullitt County Public Schools in Oldham County, they are also back open today, but Meade County and Breckenridge County, they are switching over to a non-traditional day of instruction. Meanwhile, over in southern Indiana, New Albany and Floyd County Schools, Greater Clark Schools, they will be back in person, but operating on a 2-hour delay this morning. You see the ticker running at the bottom of your screen. That's going to be updating throughout the morning as we get more information on closures and delays. We will also have a full list of all those schools on our website, WHAS11.com. You can check there to make sure your school is in person or whether or not your kids may have another school or a snow day today. And plenty of people enjoyed the snow day yesterday. They were shoveling their way out of their driveways after a new daily record for snowfall. The airport measured 4.7 inches, but many of us, I think we got a little bit more than we had expected in the lead up to this winter storm. It provided to be a pretty good first test for the changes that the snow team made to their salting and plowing plans after January's big winter storm. Gabe Gonzalez joins us live in studio this morning with some people we spoke to yesterday. Gabe, they said they were pleasantly surprised the roads were clear.
Hey, good morning, Jim. The Metro Snow Team added 23 new roads to their snow routes this season, and judging from the reaction yesterday, people were pretty happy about those changes. Now, some of those roads include Bayswater Way, Bickle Road, Blackburn Avenue, Briar Hill Road, and Chickasaw Avenue. City officials said crews used more brine ahead of the snowfall to help counter the accumulation. More than 200 people and more than 100 cars are on the snow team. We spoke to two women who said they did not know about their road being on the city's list until we told them.
I saw them out this morning when I was going to work, which was really surprising because usually I don't see them. And then when I was coming back to work, they were sitting on the side of the road waiting.
Now you can find a full list of the roads on the snow plan whenever you click this article on our website, WHAS11.com. And Bill Bell, director of the city's new Department of Transportation, said sloped roads were the priority. Smaller roads were taken off of that map. Jim?
Thank you very much. Well, the snow is still on the ground and it's keeping temperatures ice cold this morning. White flags are out at local shelters, signaling a warm place for anyone who's stuck outside. In southern Indiana, faith leaders in the Homeless Coalition of Southern Indiana provided 50 beds at the Culbertson Baptist Church. They also offered the homeless a warm place to sleep and a free meal through their food pantry and donations. The executive director of the Nomad Church Collective says that it's a great environment for their volunteers.
Shelter's open from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Anytime it's below 35. So volunteers get here at 6. They prepare a meal for the night. So they'll help serve that meal, but also we'll have large enough teams where they sit and play games and encourage people.
If you want to help the shelter, you can by either donating food or money or even donating your time as a volunteer. To find out how you can visit the Homeless Coalition of Southern Indiana's website, or you can find the link on our website, WHAS11.com. In just a few hours, the first wrongful death lawsuits related to the UPS plane crash are expected to be filed on behalf of the victims. A Chicago law office, along with Sam Aguiar here in Louisville, are expected to sue UPS, General Electric, Boeing, and a maintenance company in San Antonio. That's the company that our focus team worked on a plane a month and a half before that crash happened. Now, the lawsuit is on behalf of the families who lost 45-year-old mother Angela Anderson, as well as 37-year-old mother Trina Chavez, who worked at Grade A Auto Parts. The firms claim the companies were negligent and the aviation industry should learn from these mistakes. The law firms will hold a news conference today at noon with the victims' families. The Louisville Airport is releasing more details about the immediate aftermath of that crash. Dan Mann, the executive director of the Louisville Regional Airport Authority, says the crash closed down the runway, grounding 5 departures and diverting 16 arrivals. The airfield partially reopened 11 hours after that crash and after a lengthy coordination with the TSA, UPS, and the NTSB. Mann says that finding out what happened during that crash really took priority over opening that airfield.
First mission is we have to find out what happened here. But secondly, we do still have an airfield. We still have expectations.
Mann says that by 7 o'clock the following morning, the first 2 commercial jets were able to fly out from Muhammad Ali International. By 10:30, most commercial service flights could fly in and out of the airport as it continued to work towards fully reopening. Phase 2 of the city's plan to reopen the business area around the crash site is currently underway. This stage involves restoring gas services to businesses who were cut off after the disaster. Jody Myman, the executive director of Louisville Metro Emergency Services, says that there's been a few hitches in the process, but so far Phase 2 is going pretty smoothly.
They were able to safely get 24 businesses their gas service back on Grade Lane. There were a couple of them that didn't pass a pressure test, and they've since contacted contractors to come in and fix that problem so that they can get their gas restored.
Myman says that Phase 3 will involve helping businesses in those areas conduct operations safely during the 3rd shift. Happening today, you can voice your opinion on the JCPS budget crisis. The school district hosting its 2nd public forum tonight at the Academy at Shawnee from 5 to 6. These forums are your chance to publicly voice your opinion on the cuts the district is making to solve its $188 million budget deficit. There will also be another forum tomorrow from 5 to 6 out at the Stewart Auditorium. It was originally going to be held yesterday, but the snow forced JCPS to reschedule. And Matt, as we talk about that snow, we're not going to see a lot of melting today.
There's a very brief window where we could see just a little bit of melting, most likely just on trees and in certain areas of your lawn, and that timing's looking between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. with temperatures expected to reach a few degrees above freezing with more sunshine. But tomorrow, going to remain chilly. We will have more sunshine around for tomorrow afternoon, but that is going to be our coldest day of the week with a high of 33. We're going to have all the details about that forecast coming up here in just a few short minutes.
Matt, thank you very much.